Assalamu alaikum and a very good morning to all of you watching this video. Welcome to the today's online class. How are you all? I hope you all will be doing fabulous. 7th class, our today's topic is Leaf in the Wind. This is the poem written by an African poet Bernard B. Daddy. So kindly all of you open your books, understand and communicate book 2, and let's start our today's lecture. Before moving forward, let me first tell you the summary of the poem. As I told you that this poem is written by an African poet Bernard B. Dade. The poet has used symbolical language in this poem. He tells that he is considered as an outcast person in the society and he is disliked by the society because he doesn't follow the rules and regulations set by the society. The poet wants to spend his life according to his own desires. He has a lot of dreams and he wants to follow his innocent dreams. He says that he wants a change in the life, but not by the force. He calls himself leaf in the wind because he doesn't stay at one place. He wants to move anywhere and wherever he wants. He says himself a ship without sail. He wants to drift on his dreams. He wants to sail his ship and no one he wants nobody to control his ship on the and he wants his ship to glide on the huge ocean. He is his own master and drifter who sails with his tide searching for the sun. No doubt this is a very beautiful poem, and after the summary, let me tell you some words. You have to learn the spellings of these words and you have to write down these words on your notebooks. And as we do, write the words, dictation words, okay? First, you have to learn the spellings of these words and then you have to write these words on your notebooks. The first one is hollow, the second is formality, the third one is opposed, the fourth word is breeze, number 5 is scanning, number 6 is scarring, the seventh word is glides, the eighth word is murmurous, the ninth word is sonorous, and the last not the least, number 10th word is echoes. So you have to write down these words. You have to maintain your page, put down the date, then write down the topic dictation, and then you have to write down these words. After writing dictation, dear students, we have to do the meaning in context of this poem. The first exercise of this poem is explain each word or phrase as it is used in the poem and then use it in the sentences. The first word is formality. Formality means social rules and traditions. You first have to write down the meaning and then you have to use the word formality in your sentence. Let me give you the example of the sentence. She didn't like the formality of the party. The second word is laugh at. The meaning of laugh at, according to the context, as mock or stare at. You have to use these words in your sentence, like he laugh at my jokes. Number third word is barriers, and meaning of barriers according to the context is artificial limits. You have to use barriers in your own sentence, like only one barrier remain between them. The fourth word is scan. The meaning of scan is to examine something very carefully. So we have to use it in your sentence, and you may make a sentence like a quick scan of the local paper revealed nothing. The fifth word is scud, and scud means to move fast and smoothly. You have to use this word in your sentence like puffy white clouds were scudding past. Number F1 is manifold, and the meaning of this word is numerous. You have to use this word in your sentence that he has manifold talents. Number G is murmurous, and the meaning of murmurous is a low continuous sound by the bees, and you have to use this word in your sentence. The murmurous of flies haunt on summer eves. Moving to the last word, that is sonorous. Sonorous means resounding. We have to use this word in a sentence. It is a sonorous speech pleasant to the ear. So girls, you have to write the words, you have to write the meanings in front of the words, and on the next line we have to make the sentence as we do in our classwork, okay? So you have to do this exercise on your notebook as well. Next, moving to the next exercise, that is exercise 2 of meaning in context. Give a possible meaning for each of these phrases. The first phrase is the color of night, and meaning of this phrase is a dark color according to the context. The next phrase is at the drift of my dreams. The meaning of this phrase is as I wish. Number C is opposed to formality. This is line number 7 of our poem, and it means didn't follow the social rules. Number D phrase, the breeze that touches you and is gone. It means he is in transient nature, means he is a man like a breeze, who the breeze can be felt, not can be touched or hold. Okay. The last word is the earth's powerful eye, and the earth, it means the sun. So girls, you have to write all these phrases and their meanings on your notebooks. And this is our today's work. That's all for today. Thank you for watching this video. Kindly write down the exercises in your notebook, and if you have any queries regarding the back exercise we have done, you can ask me anytime. Okay, take care. Take Allah Hafiz.